So the compact sedan segment is really starting to heat up. The all-new Honda Civic is totally killing it. You still have the awesome Mazda 3, and you have the Hyundai Elantra, which has a high-performance N version. So yeah, the segment is really starting to heat up, and one of the best sellers in this segment, the Toyota Corolla, has been really just kind of hanging out there. Well, we finally have a new Toyota Corolla for 2023, so let's check it out. So at first glance, you might be wondering, this kind of looks the same as the current Corolla, and it is. There is some redesign going on here on the outside. You have a redesigned front bumper, you have new design to the LED headlamps, and some new design to the rear bumper and the taillights in the back. But other than that, it looks pretty much as the same Corolla. Now, the big news for 2023 is that it gets a bunch of new hybrid trims, it gets all-wheel drive, and the gasoline engine has increased horsepower output. So let's talk about it. Now first, let's talk about the gasoline-powered Corolla first, because there's a lot more going on with the hybrid trim lineup. We'll talk about that in a few seconds. But Lexus has dropped the 139 horsepower 1.8-liter base engine that used to come in the Corolla, and now it gets a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 169 horsepower, and 0 to 60 is now 2 seconds quicker versus the 1.8-liter engine. So there's that, and even though it's faster, it still has improved on fuel economy with 31 miles per gallon city and 40 miles per gallon highway and 34 miles per gallon combined. Nonetheless, you still have a CVT transmission. Now I'm digging through the press release of the 2023 Corolla to talk about the hybrid part because it is a little bit more detailed. All-wheel drive is only available if you go for the hybrid. And Toyota says that instead of having transfer gears and a drive shaft to the rear wheels, this has an electronic on-demand all-wheel drive system that employs a separate rear-mounted electric motor to power the rear wheels when needed. So this isn't a real all-wheel drive setup. It has electric motors that will kick in once you need all-wheel drive to kick in to save your life. Toyota says that the system works seamlessly and transparently without you even noticing. So to suppress the front wheel slip during an offline start, the electric motors will kick in and help the rear wheels out. And it also engages the rear motor in response to a slippage at the front wheels. So if it notices the front wheels are losing traction, the rear wheel will kick in with the electric motor and you'll have all-wheel drive. And I don't know if you as a driver can control the torque distribution between the front and the back like you can on the Corolla GR, but Toyota says that the driver can view the torque distribution in the multi-information display and the audio system screen. So you can view it. I don't know if you could change it. Probably not, because this is not really that exciting of a Corolla to drive. Now, Toyota says that the 2023 Corolla Hybrid will be a little bit more engaging to drive. It won't be totally boring. Maybe it will, actually. But it gets better brakes, and the SE front-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive gets the firmer electronic power steering from the Corolla Apex Edition, which I reviewed. Toyota calls that a performance model. I don't think it's a performance model, but check that out. Now, moving on, in the press release, Toyota says that they remain to be the world's hybrid leader, which, yes, they are. And the operative word for the Corolla Hybrid for 2023 is more. You have more power, more traction, and you have more all-wheel drive, and then you have more trim levels. So the Corolla Hybrid LE front-wheel drive gains 4 new siblings, including the LE all-wheel drive, the Sporty SE, and the SE all-wheel drive, and a Premium Focus XLE grade. So you have a bunch of new Corolla Hybrid choices to pick from. Now, I really didn't see any horsepower or torque figures for the Corolla Hybrid, but again, Toyota says that it has more power, and the new hybrid system also has a newly developed lithium-ion battery that is now located under the rear seats for a lower center of gravity, and that actually helps it maximize cargo capacity as well. And that means that the Corolla Hybrid is really the only compact hybrid sedan that you have that has all-wheel drive. So there's that win for the Corolla Hybrid. So design-wise, again, not much is going on. It looks pretty much the same as the current model that's out right now, but all trim levels of the Corolla now get LED daytime running lights as standard, with the SE, XSE, and the XLE getting a new redesign to the headlights. The LE gets a rear bumper design, while the SE and the XSE get an all-new sport diffuser, even though they're not that sporty. And they also feature 18-inch gloss graphite colored alloy wheels to look sporty, but not, drive sporty. The Corolla hatchback, which I think personally looks awesome, and I'm glad that Toyota picked that as the GR Corolla's basis, that gets a redesigned front grille, some chrome accents with revised LED headlamps. The rear bumper is a combination of body color and added chrome finish, and it gets the 18-inch gloss graphite wheels as well. And then to round up the outside, you have a few new colors to pick from, including Underground, and Midnight Black Metallic, which replaces Black Sand Pearl because everybody wanted that. The hatchback shows off its new Wild Sad with the new Inferno color and Blue Crush metallic choices. Now, when you hop inside the 2023 Corolla, it's not much different at all. It looks exactly the same as the current Corolla, and that's kind of disappointing to me. I really wanted Toyota to step up the design of the Corolla. This is one of their best-selling vehicles, but there is some new stuff going on in here. The 7-inch multi-information display is now standard on the Corolla XSE and the XLE. All other trims still feature that really small 4.2 screen in the middle of the gauge cluster. Nothing crazy. You don't have a digital gauge cluster display like you have on the GR Corolla. This is just a standard gauge cluster. And then infotainment-wise, all Corollas now come standard with an 8-inch touchscreen display, which houses Toyota's new infotainment system that we've seen on the Tundra, that we've seen on the new Sequoia, and it's okay. I mean, you do get wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto as standard. Navigation will be subscription-based, and I'm sure nobody's going to subscribe to that. But if you do subscribe to that, you'll get the whole Hey Toyota thing where you can talk to your car, be like, hey Toyota, tell me the weather outside. Hey Toyota, turn my air conditioning on, stuff like that. But other than that, there's not much going on the inside. It looks pretty much the same. You have a new infotainment, and that's really the major highlight for the inside. Not like most Toyota models, all the driver assist tech and safety features are really just standard. You have the 3.0 Toyota Safety Sense system on the new Corolla, so it gives you pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steering assist, dynamic radar cruise control, which is just another word for adaptive cruise control. You get lane tracing assist, road sign recognition, automatic high beams, and then you can optionally add on adaptive front headlamps and parking assist with parking sport braking. But yeah, really to round it off, all you have are some new trim levels to the hybrid Corolla. You have all-wheel drive. You have an upgraded hybrid system with a redesigned lithium-ion battery, some safety feature upgrades, the gasoline engine, which now makes 169 horsepower, which is quite a bump over the 139 horsepower. And then the interior, again, looks the same. The outside looks the same. You have a new infotainment, and that's really about it. Did you expect more from the new 2023 Corolla? Let me know in the comments below, because I did. Personally, seeing that the segment itself, the Honda Civic, the Mazda 3 even, and the Hyundai Elantra are really, really upping their game. So I expected the bestseller in the segment, one of the best sellers in the segment, to really step up their game. And they have mechanically, but beyond that, nothing really much is going on here. Either way, thanks for watching. I'm, again, out in Texas right now for the Toyota event where they're showing us a bunch of new models, and I'll be bringing you some more Toyota videos, so subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace. The new studio looks pretty naked and bland right now, but I'll set it up and make it look nice.
It's a remarkable system that provides jaw-dropping hybrid efficiency and the capability of all-wheel drive. And for the first time, Corolla Hybrid will be available in SE and XLE grades.